I'm gonna keep it real and raw today. The real reason that men fail at goals. And no, it's not because you're hanging around the wrong friends. No, it's not because you don't have somebody supportive on your team. And no, it's not because people are hating on you and nobody want to support you. It's you. The reason that men do not achieve their goals is because you give up too early. That's number one. Number two, you don't want it bad enough. And three, you don't consider that to be your purpose. Number one, men, stop thinking that if you start a new business or you start something new when you want to accomplish it, that it's going to happen within a month. That's going to happen within 6 months or a year. It may take you 5 years to accomplish a goal and really be great at that goal. But the fact is that a lot of you start something and expect immediate results. And when you don't get the results immediately, when you don't see something physically, something that you can pick up and grab, something that you can see, touch, feel, spin, any of those things, when you feel that you don't have that, that's when you stop. And once you stop, you lose all momentum. You have to think about the long-term goal, the long-term success of what you're going after. And the fact that you're not, and you want it so fast, and you want it just given to you without any real effort, you're going to let everybody else outwork you, and you're never going to achieve the goal. The people that reach the most success are the people that stay at it for the long run. One of my mentors told me this. He said, look, you can't expect to get something within a year. You can't expect to get something within 2 years. You can't expect to get something in 3 years. The point of those 3 years is that he says that most people don't even give 3 years for something to happen. You have to be willing to give years to whatever you're trying to do and be consistent in it. Now, I'm not saying all of this to say that I've been absolutely perfect when it comes to consistency. I can't say that. But what I can say is that there is a thing called momentum. There's a thing called, I heard it called big momentum. Because once you start rolling, once you get your groove, man, you start figuring it out, you start going towards that goal, and you just keep going, then ultimately you will be able to achieve the goal over time. The problem is that you don't have to look at the results. You can't look at how far you've come, right? Like, it's just like running. Like, I run often. And when I run, I never turn around and look at how far I've come. I just keep going until I reach that destination. I try not to think about how far I've ran. I just try to run until I reach the destination, till I reach the finish line. Because if you're constantly looking back and seeing what's going on, you're going to lose sight of what's in front of you. You may fall, you may trip, you may stop because you realize how much further you have to go. Unfortunately, the world that we live in, you will never be able to see how long it will take until you get the result that you're seeking. You have to just continue to go, continue to move forward and not give up. And that is why I say that is the number one reason that men don't reach their goals, because we give up too easy. We think it's supposed to be given to us. And there's no hard work, there's no effort. Well, let me take that back. There may be some hard work that you're giving, but you're not consistently giving that hard work. You might give hard work for a month or two, and then you give up because you're not seeing the results. You have to consistently do that. At minimal, give it 3 years. That's why you have to make sure you love it too, right? Got to make sure you loving what you're doing and you're going towards that goal consistently. Now, to the next point, and this may not even be the same point that I mentioned earlier in the video, but it could be something different that you can consider. You got to love the game, man. You got to love the game. If y'all ever seen that movie Paid in Full, one of the characters is like, man, you got to love the game, man. You have to. And when you got to love the game, you got to love the goal. You have to think about these things from the very beginning before you get moving forward. Before you start going on this journey of whatever your journey is, whatever you're trying to accomplish, think about sustainability. Think about, okay, if I start this goal, am I willing to put my life on the line? And what I mean by that is, are you willing to put your time on the line? Are you willing to put your effort on the line? Are you willing to consistently put out the work? Because some of us think that our goals, when they're driven by anything outside of purpose, then you won't continue the long haul. You won't have enough sustainability to keep going towards the goal. You will think that, oh, well, I want to make money in this game, or whatever you're trying to, in my goal. I want to make a lot of money. Sometimes money is not going to be enough for you to continue on with that path. You need more than just money. You need to have a real why behind what you're doing. Like, why are you doing the goal? Why are you going towards it? How is this tied into your purpose? Because if you have none of those things, then it's going to be easy for you to get deterred. You'll get that shiny object syndrome. You'll look over here, you'll see somebody doing something else that it looks like it's working for them. And once you see that something is working for somebody else, then you will want to switch. You'll want to give up on your goal. And right before you reach that goal, have you ever seen that picture where it's like two guys, it's like a top picture and a bottom picture? They're both mining for gold. And the guy on the top, I believe he's like right there. He was like right there to hitting a whole bunch of different gold, a whole bunch of different diamonds, a whole bunch of different things. Like he was about to, like one more hit he had to make. But then the guy on the bottom had hit one. He actually received one. It was only one diamond that he got, one piece of gold that he got. And the guy on the top saw that guy. He turned around and went towards his diamonds, went towards his gold. And he missed out on his whole blessing that was right in front of him. That's why men fail. We're looking at what everybody else has going on, or we're looking at the shiny object that's in front of us at that moment. And when you look at what's in front of you at the moment, you're not focused on your long-term vision. You're not focused on your long-term goal. So I'm saying all of that to say, make sure that whatever you're going towards is something that you have designed to be a part of your purpose, something that you designed to be important to you. And if it's not, then you need to reconsider what you're going after, because it's going to be so easy for you to be swayed and taken off of your path and ultimately quitting, resulting in not reaching your goals. And the last thing I want to share with y'all, man, is remember why you started, because the journeys that we get on as men, the journeys that we aspire to accomplish, the things that we aspire to do, it's hard. Like a lot of the things that we do is really purpose driven, and you won't see a result. It's a lot of sweat equity where you don't see anything for a while. So remember when you quit, or before you quit, remember why you started. Remember why is it the reason that you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do. Because if not, or if you don't, and you lose sight, it's going to be that much easier to say, oh, let me try something else. Let me do something different. And it's going to turn into a pattern. You'll start something different, then you'll forget why you started, or it doesn't matter enough. Then you start something different. You start something new. And you don't want to continue your life going in these circles, because you're never going to build towards something. You're never going to reach that apex that you're looking for, that goal that you're looking for, that reward that you're seeking. So make sure that you remember why you started. Remember that it does not happen overnight, and it takes time to get to where you're going. And unfortunately, that's the hardest part about chasing these goals. So remember that, man. Keep that top of mind. The reason that men don't reach their goals, man. I will see y'all in the next video. Coach J out. Peace.